Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Adam. I'm here with BringItDon. So off camera I made it to Peregon, and as soon as I got here, this guy ran up to me. A thin man with thick sideburns runs out to meet you at the entrance. He stretches his arms forward, clears his throat, and says, "Stop. As an official, I must inform you that you have to pay a fee to enter the merchant's camp." What do you mean, a fee? You can walk wherever you want, but you have to pay to enter the tent city or the ship. Because we don't want any rabble to loaf around here. And who are you, official? The man makes a pause but quickly regains his composure and frowns, looking as serious as he can. I'm an official. As for my name, I'm not bound to tell it. You don't have to. Let's go and buy a pass, Donald. Yes, that's right. If you want to get on board the ship, this is the only way. So where can I obtain the pass? The official points at a small hut to his left. Tobacco smoke pours out of its open doors, and a hoarse vinyl record is heard. Here in our office, talk to Philip Petrovich, the officer at the checkpoint. He's the one at the desk. And how much is it? As Philip Petrovich, it's his responsibility. Or I said as. And what if I try to come in without paying? I would strongly advise against it. We have serious people guarding the area. Kolya Sipli men. Nikolai Siplovsky. His people aren't prone to jokes. Not that they have a sense of humor either. They'll shoot you dead before you know what hit you. Let me remind you that the martial law is not officially over yet. Okay. No need to get angry. We're no fools. I do hope so. I can at least have a walk around Peregon without entering the camp? Of course. But why would anyone want to do it? Unless he's a spy, of course. A gangster, or one of Dan's men. We're not spies. Don't try to intimidate us. Hey, I'm just trying to explain how it all works here in Peregon. Alright, I got you. Good, but don't forget, you can't access the ship or the tent city without a pass. Have a nice experience in Peregon. Okay, so we have to get a pass. Let's just take a brief look around. How big is this area? Well, it's really long one way. And there's this ship that they were talking about. Oh, so the tent and the ship are in the same area. Oh, what's going on over here? Some guy there. There's a whole building here. What is this place? Is it a hospital? Well, we can get down through there. Well, maybe not. Didn't know I could interact with the door. Alright, well let's just go ahead and see what the pass is all about. There's a caravaner over there. A couple of caravanners, it looks like. There's a woman standing right here. Who are you? A young curvy woman who looks like she escaped a Kolkos? Walks slowly, looking around all the while, as if she's expecting someone who missed their meeting. When she notices you, she smiles for a second, but then grows grim. Seems like you're not the one she was waiting for. Hey there, lost are we, comrade? Are you waiting for someone? Yeah, I am. His name is Erast, and he's the love of my life. The frickin' butthole. He's an elegant-looking bloke, a merchant by trade. Seen him around? Probably not. He's out there somewhere with a caravan. One day he will return. I just know it. And then... weird of you to call the love of your life a butthole. Anything happen between you two? The woman curses under her breath and spits on the ground. That music is getting really loud. Yeah, something sure did happen. So my mom, she was plenty sick last year, and the doctor gave me a list of medicine that was worth more than my whole household. So I started working on the side, selling stuff here in Peregon. That's when Eras found me. He started courting me, you know? Calling me his sweet lady, untouched by civilization, his Neolithic Venus, his honey bun. Such beautiful words. It's true, if you call a woman honey bun, she's basically yours. Well, I'm a single gal, so I fell for him. Decided we'll get married, cure my mom, get a bigger house, maybe make some kids too. The firstborn to become a doctor, and the other ones lawyers or nuclear scientists. How romantic. When did this modern fairy tale turn sour? Not really. The writing in this game is fantastic. It's a little rough around the edges because it's not perfect English, but it's really good. Don't really know why, but after a few hot nights in the bushes, the guy started avoiding me, see? No more beautiful words, no more gifts, no more watching the sunset. He even stopped asking about the health of my mother, and after a few days he told me he was planning to drive a caravan into the North Pole to trade some Martyashkas for sealskins with the Chukchas. He told me it's going to take him 8 years. When he comes back, we'll get married and stuff. I cried a lot after that, but I decided to wait for him. Chaining a free man to yourself ain't going to do much after all. So let him roam the North Pole for a bit. One day I stumbled upon him right here, in a tavern. Drunk out of his mind and surrounded by prostitutes. Frickin' bastard never even went to the pole. He tricked me. All he wanted was my body. Frickin' hell. I even thought about killing myself in a pond for a while. There was a poet that did that, right? Or 2 poets, actually. If I'm not mistaken. When I finally got over it, he was already gone. Drove to some local city with a caravan. But no worries. One day he'll come back here, and that's when I'll stab him with this. No one shows you a huge knife hidden in your travel bag. Assault him and you'll ruin your whole life. Forget this silly idea. The woman sighs. You think they won't listen to why I killed him? They probably won't. You're right. Guards are men too, after all. Gosh darn it. I guess I'll be heading home now. Thanks for the chat, mate. Good luck on the road. And thanks for the XP. Alright, so let's go in here. I think this is where I buy the pass. I think that's the guy that talked to me, right? What are you working on? The man lifts his eyes at you and smooths out his dashing mustache. Apparently he's warmed up to you. Running payroll calculations for mercenaries. What was a Peregon? Steel Shield? All these guys. But you have your own guards. What do you need mercenaries for? Man leans back in his chair and closes his eyes, tired. Different gangs have been attacking our area recently. They rob merchants and scare people. We're in constant tension. For example, the infamous gang of Sioma the Throat Cutter. They're quite recent, but have made quite a fuss already. They know no mercy. Not even for women and kids who go with the caravan. They slaughter everyone. Some robbers sell them as slaves, but it looks as if this particular gang wants to kill every single person who has ties with Peregon. Well, I know a thing or two about Warcraft. I could help you if they're indeed so beastly. You mean it? Well, why not? Let's do it. Try your luck. After all, it's your life you'll be risking, not mine. The thugs of the wicked Sioma the Throat Cutter always wear red scarves on their faces. You'll find them near Peregon. If you're not lucky, but if you succeed, come back. I'll pay you on behalf of Peregon. Well, that sounds like a plan. A middle-aged official is engrossed in filling some boring document. He uses an old-fashioned quill that he dips in a makeshift inkwell. Only after he finishes another paragraph does he raise his myopic eyes at you. Yes? Can I help you? Are you the one responsible for passes? The man clears his throat, pulls the quill in a small plastic glass, and closes the inkwell with a jar lid. Yes, you're talking to the right man. I'm Philip Petrovich, the head of the pass service. Are you familiar with our prices? No. 1 pass is 30 rubles. You get 5 passes for 150, and 10 passes, as you might have guessed yourself, are 300. We only sell them in such batches. Why in these batches? The official looks at you with a mild reproach. To facilitate paperwork. Why else? Now, well, give me 1 ticket. You give the money to Philip Petrovich, who hides it in his desk. After that, he extracts a paper from a pile of forms and starts filling it in. At last, a final touch with the blotting paper, and with a satisfied grunt, the official takes a pass from an unassuming box. Here you go. Now, let's change the subject. Is issuing passes all your job involves? Ah, no. It's an additional responsibility. My primary task is registering the goods imported to Peregon. I asked some questions. I'm very busy. If you have some business, then yes, sure. If you're out of curiosity, I'm afraid I don't have the time for idle talk. He had questions I could ask him. I had a couple of questions for you as an official. Well, why not? What do you want to know? What is interesting here in Peregon? Interesting? The most interesting thing is the tent city and the old ship in shallow waters. You can trade with the camp merchants, small deals as well as bigger ones, and the ship is a wonderful place to have a drink. Doesn't sound like much. The mustache official shrugs. Is your work even interesting? It's far from being boring. My new task is to calculate payroll for mercenaries. It's a very important task. You're not exactly running across hills and steps, I'll grant you that, but there's plenty of reasons to worry too. How's it organized here? Merchants come to Peregon to have a rest in the tent city, and then drift down the river or move on by road. The river is easier, but you have to pay the rafters. And the road, well, you must know yourself what it's like traveling down our roads. Yeah, it's not what you call a pleasant experience. Have you heard any interesting rumors? I heard there's a weird spiral of boulders near the Ultranore village. It's not certain, but people say once a year at night, voices can be heard around it, screaming and chanting. Perhaps this place is sacred. I remember seeing that. I wonder what I can do with that. Alright, well I'm gonna go try and hunt for these bandits. Let's just go run around. See what I can find. Not sure where I should walk to. I'll just walk to the end of the lake and back, I guess. Oh, I am hungry. What do we got? Oh, it's a doomsday cult. Let's go and fight them. I only see 2 of them. No, there's a whole bunch of them. Oh, geez. Zero damage. Alright. Oh, he's almost dead. Hang in there, Fidel. If you survive this fight, we'll rest. We can heal you up. Good job, Fidel. He's not gonna make it. Yeah. Son of a gun. I know he's about to die. Let's rest for a bit. It's over 12 hours. Oh, he's down to half. Let's, there we go. Now I'll eat a little something for myself. Some corned meat. Alright, let's get out of here. How do I get out of here? Holy crap, this area's... Whoa! Why is this area so big? What? What? It's just a camp. Why would this area need to be so big? That doesn't make sense. Alright. Yeah, let's go and meet him. Yeah, so we're just gonna hunt down bandits this episode, it looks like. He's got a fair amount of money. What can I trade for your money? Some of that, some of that. This. To 70 rubles. Do you have anything worth buying? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, we'll call it even. See you later, bud. I do want to talk to the merchants at Peregon. We'll get around to that once we find these bandits. So I feel like it should be a fairly easy quest to take care of, and then we'll deal with the rest of it. Alright, let's see what he has, and see if he's worth killing. Yeah, you're worth killing. Sorry, bud. I don't care about you. Oh wow, immediately 8 damage to my eyes. Alright. Do some cheese, why not? Alright, let's go. And some experience. Not worried about bugs, I just want to find the bandits. Of course. Alright, let's kill these guys. We're just gonna do a bunch of fights this episode and talk to some caravanners every now and then. Alright, I'll let Fidel finish off that rat. I'll take out the bug. Come on, Fidel. There you go. Nothing to it. Alright, let's get out of here as well. 150 experience. For squishing bugs and bopping rats. I wonder if there's anywhere in particular you actually have to go for this guy, or if it is just a random encounter. So what does it say? Terrorize the trade hub's vicinity. Let's stay closer to Peregon, I guess. Hey, can I be ambushed? I think you can be ambushed while you're inside of a town's thing. Don't quote me on that, though. What you got, bud? Not a whole lot. I'll trade you. See, 21. Oh, you 10. I don't have anything worth 10. I could do the Siggy. Won't be as much of a loss on my part. Alright, I might be doing this all wrong. Maybe I'll just get back into Peregon and try to... Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Sorry I wasted so much time, everybody. What I'm going to do is I'll just continue with Peregon here, and then off camera I'll just keep looking for random encounters after this episode is over. And then once I find them, I'll start the next episode. A smiling man with a short black beard is leisurely walking around Peregon, whistling a tune that's unknown to you. When he spots you, he offers you his hand, slaps you on the shoulder, and asks, "What do you have, friend?" "Nothing." "Hey, buddy, can I congratulate you with a happy and productive day?" "Sure I can. Look at you. You're a natural-born marketing specialist, a player on the international market. But you know what?" The man unceremoniously grabs you by the shoulders and moves his face too close to yours, you're almost touching each other's noses. Even those who are on top sometimes need some good advice. What's the advice? Share it if you so wish. Man gives you a quick once-over, thinks about something, and finally smiles. First of all, it's this. Use your time, don't let it use you. In serious business, even sleep time may be constructive, as long as you only sleep 3 to 4 hours while the market is closed. Those who sleep during the day lose their PS. PS means potential sales. It's a word from the language of the rich. Using this language is also very important, since it has shorter words, or WRDs. WRD means word, by the way. See how this pronunciation makes you say one sound less? That's what I call saving time. Sounds like Kevin from The Office. Wow, you got me hooked. Any more advice? The man smiles and rubs your shoulder gently. You got all that, huh? Great. The next important thing is active rest. If you spend your rest time drinking, you will lose it. If you spend it by reading a good old book, Marx's Capital, for example, this rest time will serve your goals. Wowee. Any more advice? Your conversation partner slaps you on the shoulder. Sure. The most important one of them all. Always keep yourself busy. Sell yourself. See, we're not currently talking. We're actually haggling. I sell you my business ideas, my advice, my ways of thinking. You sell me your attention and your 30 rubles. What do you say, colleague? We're using the language of the rich. Want to steal this PS? CMRD, comrade. Yeah, hold up. What? Why do you need 30 rubles? The man goes pale. With a trembling hand, he loosens a few shirt buttons and inhales a deep breath of air. I need a drink. See, been 5 days since I went dry. I'm so addicted to booze, my brain doesn't even work without it. Please, I beg of you. Help me out. I beg you. Fine, here. Yeah, here's 30 rubles, my friend. The man takes you money, crumples it in his hand, pushes it to his lips, and starts sniffing and crying. Thank you. Thank you so much. Alright, well, I'm out 30 rubles now. But that's okay. Yeah, let's check out this place before I go into the tent. Who are you? Flexes his fists meaningfully. Okay. Some crackers for 34 rubles. I will give you about this, and then you give me that. I lose 2 rubles, but that's fine, because I got 2 crackers out of it. A bald man with an assault rifle is carefully looking around the area from under his thick, bushy eyebrows. As he notices you, he begins stuffing his small clay pipe with tobacco from his leather pouch adorned with beads. Hey yo, what you doing here, son? I'm just having a stroll. Stretching your legs? That's a nice thing to do, I suppose. The man finally fills his pipe up, strikes a match against the sole of his boot, and lights the tobacco. He inhales with satisfaction and skillfully breathes out in your direction, a perfect ring of blue smoke. What are you guarding here, pal? I shouldn't be telling you this, but I will because, why not? The building in front of you is the headquarters of the Peregon Guard. All the orders come from here. Those to the regular guard and to the knife and knuckle duster vigilantes like the wolves of Peregon. I see. Could you answer a couple more of my questions? You seem like a decent man. Judging by your appearance, go ahead. Ask. Is it because I have a tank top on? Because I picked the action hero sprite? Are there any exciting things happening here? Nah, nothing special. The traders are in conflict with us, the fighters as usual. But this is going to be this way under any government. Also, one man who's guarding the gates to the tent city keeps having his cattle devoured by someone. Although we're used to it here. Every year it's something new. Who's in charge in Peregon? Hell knows. I should be telling you that it's the guards, but that's far from being a fact, honestly speaking. So you could say we don't really have anyone in charge here, and it's unlikely we ever will, unless you consider it to be the former director of the local harbor, Fyodor Maximovich, of course. Hey, who would have thought? Okay. I swear, there's little, like, in-between things, like, right here. It's like, who would have thought? It just sounds so sassy and condescending. Are there any interesting goods that go through you? I don't follow these things. They sell all sorts in Peregon. Recently, for example, one diesel vendor tried to convince me that it can cure Krasnov syndrome. He sure made me laugh. Everyone knows that only pure gasoline helps to cure the Krasnov syndrome. Diesel, the Krasnov syndrome. Alright. Perhaps you heard something unusual. The man puts the back of his right hand to his left cheek and whispers loudly with the corner of his mouth. I've heard that the trader scribe, Kostya the Face, is badly addicted to Fen. That's why he's so jittery, almost insane. I'll be surprised if we find him dead one of these days. Alright, can I go inside? Ooh, stuff to steal. Alright, and who are you, friendo? A tall man with a slightly bent back, wearing an old-fashioned jacket, gives you a once-over. He then puts his hand up on his leather holster embroidered with gold and red threads. He uses his other hand to motion you to stop. Stop. Hold on. Nobody can be let in to see the chief unless you have an important message for him, that is. So, what, no other way to get in? Nope, not in the slightest. Sorry. Only if you have an important message. What if I ask you real nicely? You can get on your knees and beg if you like. Still, I was told not to let anyone in, and I won't. You sure you're not going to let me inside? Depends. You have a good reason? I'll let you pass if so. Alright, so I can't get in here to see the chief. Some toilet paper on the ground. I'll be taking that. Some ammunition, why not? Some electrical tape, it's all free. It's all free, no reason not to take it. So that's a canteen. I'll take the canned food. I don't care about the bottles and stuff. I am encumbered. That's fine because he is not. You can have this. I'm still encumbered. Alright, I will eat. One of those cans of things. Those cans of meat. Some more ammunition. Some more ammunition. Okay, well. Seems that we cleared out the area. Let's head to the camp. This is the same guy. Let's go talk to him again. What's he all about? Alright, let's head into the thing. He said one of the guys on the outside of the camp kept getting his things devoured. I didn't see anybody else out here. Oh, let's just head inside. The mustache guard looks at you without any trust, but still in a somewhat friendly manner. Well, hello there, stranger. You don't look like a local. Who are you? My name is Igor of the Misty Mountains. Adelator, the bearer of armor. Glad to meet you. Call me Vintar. By the way, would you like to earn some goods? Sure thing. What's the job? The man looks to the horizon before turning back to you. He looks concerned. Darn Woe has been eating our cows. Nobody has the time to end their little pack, even though we're fed by the herd. When I say we, I mean the guards. The merchants don't even live here most of the time. Yeah, what are you willing to give me for it? The man scratches his head and snaps his fingers. Would ammo be okay? I have some of that. Yeah, ammo will do it for me. Where are the wolves? I'll walk you to the pasture if you agree to go now. I don't know when I will get my next break. I'll lend you a hand too. Yeah, let's do it. Let's kill some wolves. You leave Peregon and turn into a dusty country road that leads to a small grove between various fields. After about an hour, you get to your destination. The mustache guard tells you to stop and ducks down. He turns to you with a finger across his lips and points to a small wolf pack, feasting upon the assorted meats of a runaway cow. Quiet, darn it. There they are. Let's get them quickly and go home. Remember, if I see you leaving, you'll be branded a coward and I won't do any more business with you. Well, I understand. Time to show these wolves who's on top of the food chain. And grab this toadstool. Small pack of wolves. Is that what they told me? Because, this is not a small pack of wolves. I kind of put my shield on. That's what I'll do. I'll put this on, and I'll put my shield on. I only get one attack, but I'll hit harder. Oh, I'm not encumbered. What? I guess because I'm carrying it anyway, aren't I? I just lose some dexterity. So I'm down to 8 action points. This will be fine. Oh, I didn't put it here, that's why. Duh. Now let's do this. What's he shooting with? It only does 6 damage. I should have given him a gun. since there's a lot of wolves here. Well, there's one less wolf to worry about now. So whichever one he shoots, I can probably take out after. Unless I get knocked down. Yeah, chances are I can take out this wolf next turn. Oh yeah, this is easy. Yeah, get him, Fidel. The mustache guard wipes his sweaty forehead and spits onto one of the wolves. Alright, so what did all I gain? 762 by 39 armor. Oh, it's all armor piercing too. Furry parasites. We did a fine job, you and I. Here's some ammo for you. Can't spare more though. But everything may turn out to be useful in the wastes. Ammo can always be sold at a high price. Doesn't look like much, but thanks anyway. Alright, well that wasn't too bad. Is there anything else here? Probably not. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm not gonna loot the wolves for their crap. Alright. Oh, there's a thing here that I walked right past. There's people over here. Wait, am I in Peregon again? Yeah. Oh, there's, yeah, so I wanted to check out the caravanners over here. We finished one quest at least. But I can share some weed. Yeah, I don't have any cigarettes, but I can share some weed. No, I can't. I'm the driver. After all, I don't like drugs too much. Anyway, what did you want? Why are you wearing a mask? Are you a bandit of some kind? As if. Were you born yesterday? This mask keeps the dust away from my face. If you're on the road for weeks, it can get pretty hard without it. What are you and your pals doing around here? Waiting for the boss to tell us we're good to go. I'm the driver, and these fellows are the caravan guards. See the skull with the cross sabers under it? That's a sign of Peregon. It means we're not some independent truckers, but an official caravan. So can I talk to these guys as well? And is one of these guys a merchant? I might just sell these fangs now, because I'll get a fair amount of rubles out of it. Oh, he has a lot of rubles as well. And he has a Makarov pistol, which I don't need because I have that other fancy pistol. We'll take the healing stuff though. +1 dexterity would be nice. Alright, what can I sell you? You have this tin can, a couple of these. You have the coffee. I don't know what it does. I should probably hold on to it. But it's worth so much money. I mean, why not just go ahead and sell it? Toilet paper. Peregon Pass I'm going to hold on to. I'll hold on to the canteen so I can refill it. And then he can give me money. Alright, let's go to the camp real quick. We'll see what that conflict... Well, no, they have this tavern here. I guess that's what it is. There's people drinking outside of it. Standing before you is a large middle-aged man wearing a black shabby suit. He's shouting out his uncomplicated slogans, carefully watching the people passing him by. Having noticed that he grabbed your attention, he clears his throat and begins his speech. Hello there, good sir. Welcome to Kurdyumov and Partners, car dealership. We're a young, fast-growing company specializing in distribution of rare and therefore very valuable commodity, cars. Let me tell you, we're great at what we do. We're ready to deliver any vehicle from our warehouse as quickly as possible, in accordance with your requirements. Moreover, for a small surcharge, we'll even find you a car in the color requested by you. Are you interested? I'm very interested. What do you have? Our company is a proud distributor of the best vehicles of the Soviet automotive industry. Do you want to be the off-road king, or do you prefer to drive peacefully on the roads, where they, of course, still remain? We'll find the best car for you either way. Yeah, so you're seriously trying to tell me that you have a warehouse full of cars in working condition. I find it hard to believe. The merchant leans closer to you and whispers. Actually, it's a commercial secret. If I tell you, we'll have to kill you, which will be extremely inappropriate because that will mean losing a great customer. The car salesman's face lightens up with a wide smile. I'm sorry, this is a really old joke, but it works every time. You should have seen your face. Actually, it's really simple. A while ago, my friends and I have found a warehouse full of cars that were meant to be exported. However, the war has made all trade impossible, and the warehouse was closed until the conditions improved. And they did, after the war has come to an end. Ironic, isn't it? Now give me a full list of the cars you're selling. Oh, it's quite a list. Best Soviet SUVs, UAZ, and Neva, 25,000 each. A comfortable Lada Nova sedan for 17,000, as well as value for money Hero. The economical Zaporozhets Zets for 12,000. Moscovich cars were too popular. They're out of stock and are not coming back. Still to this day, sometimes I see these legendary cars in the wasteland, in unusable condition. Let's ask some questions. Tell me about yourself. What did you do before all this? My name is Arkady Leonidovich Kurdyamov. Before the apocalypse, I used to be a TV host. Have you heard of this game show, Wheel of Luck? Sadly, it didn't air for too long, since the war started. Let's just say that people were more concerned with other things after that. Yeah, what did you do after that? My colleagues and I wandered the zones of nuclear pollution, and we're finally being picked up by the search party from Trudograd, but that's a whole other story. I don't feel like getting into that. How'd your company, Kurdyamov and Partners, start? After we discovered the warehouse, we decided to move to Peregon and start our own business. At first we started a goods delivery service. However, it quickly became apparent that our profits didn't match our expenses, and to top that off, the robberies were becoming more and more frequent, because, you know, a car is a valuable trophy. So what happened next? The car salesman shrugs. What happened next? Security was too expensive, and you know that the governments of Peregon and Krasno don't really care about their people's safety. Working together with their caravans on their predatory conditions wasn't an option. So that's how we decided to go into the business of selling cars. Eventually we'll run out of cars, of course, but hopefully by that time there'll be enough money to have a good life. Where do you get your cars from? It's a rare commodity in the wastes. You know exactly where we get them from an old warehouse that we discovered. Who are these partners you mentioned in the company name? Old colleagues of mine from when I worked on TV. They handle all the logistics and I am the face of the company, and the main salesman. Have you heard any interesting rumors lately? Not long ago, this captain I know told me every time the Hespera star is at its zenith, beautiful half-naked maidens appear at the river's delta looking like mermaids from old tales and legends. They're sitting on the stones and crying for all the sailors lost at sea. Alright, well, I can't afford a car even if I wanted one. I don't know if I should trust him or not. And this might be where that guy is that I'm looking for. They said, I think he's supposed to be in a tavern, right? Probably in the pub, so yeah, this might be the pub. Unless, you could also get a drink on the ship. So I'm sure I have to go in there. There's this, looks like there's an event right here. Probably merchants and stuff I can talk to. But I think I'm going to call it here. In the next episode, we'll continue exploring Peregon. And, yeah, we'll see if we can't find that guy. Actually, off camera, what I'll probably do is go out into the wastes and try and start this encounter. And we'll pick up there next time. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you there.